Hello nature lovers, thanks for joining me today. I've come up to an allotment site about 3/4 of a mile to the west of Padnell Lake, where I've shot a lot of videos before, and I've been let into the site very kindly by Karen Humpage from the Chadwell Heath Green Spaces Facebook group, among others, and she's let me in so that I can film and photograph whatever insects or other wonders of nature I can find here at the site. Now, there is a little stream that runs along behind the site, and I've already been down there and got some nice photos and footage of banded damselflies. So we'll start off with those, and then we'll see what else I've managed to find during my visit today. So, like I said, we've got this little stream that runs behind the allotment site, running from north to south, and it also runs past the adjacent Hargreaves Scout campsite. And we can see there are banded demoiselles flitting about above the stream, and there one lands on a bit of vegetation on the left there. It's a slightly closer view. These video clips are all of male banded demoiselles, and unfortunately behind that one we see there is an organic compost bag that's been disposed of not very organically. Now we've got one flexing its wings while perched on a piece of floating vegetation. And observe that red filamentous growth under the water. Here's a top-down shot of that same growth. I'm not sure what it is, but a friend of mine seems to think it might be rootlets from older tree roots. I wonder whether it might be from willow trees. What do you think? If you know, let us know in the comments. Now moving on to some photos of the banded demoiselles. While I was taking these, a kingfisher zipped past me, but unfortunately I didn't manage to get it on camera. And here at last we've got a female banded demoiselle, which is more of a emerald green as opposed to the turquoisey blue of the males. And before leaving the stream, also managed to get a shot of a small red damselfly. Sticking with the colour red, as I came away from the stream I noticed there was quite a lot of 7-spot ladybirds. It seems to be the hogweed they're quite keen on at the moment. There's a trio of them on this head. And again, sticking with red, no allotment site is complete without at least one resident robin. And showing that I'm not afraid to admit that I'm not as good a photographer as people think I am, this is a not very good shot of a cinnabar moth. And the back end of an unidentified hoverfly. Again, if you know what it is, please post in the comments. Now I know this next one is a 2-banded wasp hoverfly. I only found out what it was by pointing the Seek app on my phone at it, but it only gave me the Latin, which is Chrysotoxum biquinctum. I think I pronounced that right, but I had to do a bit of searching online to find out that it's also known as the 2-banded wasp hoverfly. And this one I believe is a sunfly, also known as a football hoverfly, because the stripes on the thorax look a bit like a footballer's shirt, depending on which team you support. There's There's a small tortoiseshell butterfly, and finishing off with a bumblebee. I think it's a buff-tailed bumblebee on some comfrey. So I've had a great time here at this allotment site. It's a site which is managed quite sympathetically for nature, so that helps, and I think all allotment sites should be managed in that way. So yeah, I've had a great time. Hope you've enjoyed what I've been able to show you. Join me again soon on Naturally Curious UK. Meanwhile, as always, stay safe, stay sane, stay curious, and keep enjoying the wonders of nature wherever you are.